Aquarius, you may be very focused on your finances or stability in the month of March. Looking at what's going on in the astrology for you, this is actually a really great time to pursue or manifest new sources of abundance. I do also see a major change taking place at the end of month for you, maybe involving travel plans or even your worldview. If you're looking forward to this month's reading, then definitely be sure to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification if you haven't done that already. That way you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. For those of you who are brand new to this channel, hello and welcome. My name is Michael and I utilize a tried and true method of combining tarot and Western or tropical astrology to intuit accurate monthly forecasts for your zodiac signs. For those of you who are ready for a deep dive and would like to book a personal reading or distance Reiki session with me, you can find a link for my website as well as all of my other social media accounts in the description of this video. Aquarius, I feel like we are starting off very personal for you. The first couple of cards that already came out here are the Star and the Sun, and I'm loving this combination. But what's so interesting is that the Star actually is a card that is associated with your energy, with the sign of Aquarius. And this has been happening in like the last 4 or 5 readings I've done this month, where the first card that's come out has been an indicator card for that sign. And so it feels like there has been this kind of collective realignment with a sense of self. And for you specifically, this feels very large. It feels very spiritual with these two cards coming out together. It's also interesting to note that the Star represents Aquarius energy and the Sun represents Leo energy, which is your opposite sign. And so there's this rare sort of alignment that I feel like has happened for you recently. Both of these cards are actually coming in as past influences. And what I'm really getting from Spirit here is that regardless of what's going on in your life right now, whether there's some sort of struggle or just some sort of hardship or feeling a little bit lost, there is this higher calling. There is this direction that you are moving towards, which often is what the Star can signify. It's kind of like this North Star or this navigational point, and it is leading you to a very exciting brand new chapter with the Sun. There's a lot of healing and creativity. Maybe some of you started pursuing something creative or something that feels very aligned for you spiritually, and you just feel more alive than ever. The Star and the Sun both do indicate healing, although this is usually in very different ways. The Star can really be kind of a more spiritual healing or even energy healing. Maybe some of you are pursuing the path of a healer. And I will tell you, we have had a lot of activation in your sign in the past couple of months, so I'm not surprised to see this really big energy for you. We actually did have Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, and transformation, enter into your sign at the beginning of this year, where it's going to be for the next 20 years. So you really are moving into a new epoch here. We did also have a lot of activation in your season last month in February with the Sun, Mercury, Mars, Venus, all moving over Pluto and really at this 0 degree or first degree in your sign, bringing lots of new energy and downloads, a really big sense of new direction here. So it does feel exciting, but I honestly can't help but feel like some of you are just maybe again, feeling kind of lost or confused or maybe struggling in some way, but there is now this renewed sense of hope and faith, and that is kind of how you are starting off this month. And if this is resonating, then this is a good sign that this reading is meant for you. I am going to shuffle here, and as I'm doing that, I will just give my quick reminder that these are general readings, meaning not all the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you specifically. It is always up to your own intuition and discernment to figure out what applies to your own life and what should be left behind for somebody else. And if this just does not resonate with you at all, it's totally fine. Nothing went wrong. It simply means that this video was not meant for you, but you're more than welcome to check out my channel, maybe for your moon or rising sign. There may be some messages for you there, especially with the astrology and the rising sign. There could be something there for you. But I'm curious, what are the messages we have for Aquarius? What are the messages we have for Aquarius? We do have the Knight of Cups. this feels very familiar because it does feel like, again, you are following your intuition. You are kind of aligning with your spirit here. You've really come into alignment with your heart. And while this card can sometimes indicate a romantic connection or a love connection, which it may for some of you as well, but I really feel like primarily this is about you, an energy that you are embodying and following your dreams, following your creativity. It feels really, really good here. I'm honestly loving this. And for some of you, this may be involving work or abundance as well, because this Knight of Cups does correlate to your astrological second house of finances and security and values, which is all of the themes you're going to be exploring this month. We do actually have a new moon in Pisces as well this month on the 10th, which is a really good time to manifest more abundance or maybe take action towards something here. We do also have Mercury and the Sun coming together with Neptune and Pisces as well. So this feels very spiritually aligned. Abundance comes for you this month when you follow your intuition. So really pay attention to those callings, to those omens, okay? Tell us more about this Knight of Cups. Yes, 9 of Cups. I really do feel like this is primarily about you following your own happiness and joy, and that is going to be the thing that brings in more stability in your life, more abundance, and that's honestly taking many different forms. That's not just material. And something I am actually hearing from Spirit right now, it's some of you are just doing something that you enjoy, and it's not even like making you money in a direct way, but by moving in that direction, the universe is able to bring more abundance into your life. So there is something priceless about doing the things that you love this month, as it will bring in more energy. It will bring more life force to you. Which is going to just help you on all levels. So again, even if this doesn't seem like a direct thing, maybe you're just painting in your free time or drawing or writing in your free time, or even doing something like divination or tarot or something here. It's really helping you come into abundance, come into alignment. We do have this King of Pentacles coming out for you as well. So again, there is this focus on really almost becoming like an elder in your life, and not just having enough abundance for yourself, but also for the people and things that you care about. Really, really beautiful and profound energy here. Tell us more about this King of Pentacles. Why is the King of Pentacles here? King of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. So some of you are getting opportunities this month. You may be getting messages this month that are kind of bringing news about work, or maybe even more stability, like a home. I'm feeling like there is good news this month for you, and that again could be coming around either the 8th, the 10th, or the 17th. That's when we have that's when we have Mercury coming together with Neptune in Pisces on the 8th. We have the new moon in Pisces on the 10th. And we have the Sun coming into contact with Neptune in Pisces on the 17th. I'm feeling like all of these could potentially be a sort of lucky period for you, or some sort of new beginning or positive message coming in. And maybe there's something about you even setting an intention. Maybe you are speaking something into existence, or declaring something, maybe even posting something on social media, announcing something for yourself. I'm getting that for some of you as well. You could be unveiling something here, and it feels like it's something that you've been kind of moving towards for a while, if that is the case. So what else do we have for Aquarius? Interesting. We do have the King of Swords actually showing up in reverse, and this is a bit of a challenge for you this month. Again, the King of Swords is actually an indicator card for you, but with this feeling maybe a little blocked off from you, some of you may not have a very clear picture of how things are going to look in your life, And this almost feels like plans are just changing. Your master plan might be in some need of revisions, and you may have to figure things out as you are going throughout this month as well. We do actually have Mercury going retrograde right on April Fool's Day, April 1st next month, and we will be in that pre-shadow period. And so there could be some sort of miscommunication or misunderstanding or just some sort of inconveniences coming in, and that might be what this King of Swords in reverse is indicating here. But I feel like overall, with the star and the sun showing up in the past, you are heading in the right direction. And it feels like there's almost this leap of faith or really trusting in things, even if you don't have like a total understanding. You can learn as you go. You can figure things out as you go. What else do we have for Aquarius this month? Really beautiful energies overall, I have to say. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups. This actually could be indicating coming together with like-minded people, which is really, really interesting. Maybe there is some sort of creative or spiritual collaboration. There could be some sort of celebration. Again, the Three of Cups is just a very positive card overall. It does sometimes just indicate celebrating something or people coming together. And it just overall feels like a very positive energy that you are moving towards, and maybe even finding community with people or connecting to people who are almost like kindred spirits, people who are like brothers, sisters, siblings to you on a spiritual level. Really, really beautiful. And it feels like that could be part of the missing piece, is you connecting with people. And for some reason, Aquarius, I'm just hearing right now this kind of message of like, your greatest allies are the people who are hungry for the same things that you are, who are looking for the same things that you are. And I'm not even so much hearing this as much as I'm feeling it, actually. Because I don't feel like you are supposed to seek out a mentor or a teacher at this point right now. I mean, maybe some of you will, but it's ultimately helping you become the teacher and mentor. You are putting something out in the world that you are seeking, and it feels like there are other people seeking the same things, which is really, really interesting. And that could be involving something with spirituality, or something with worldviews, maybe moving or connecting to a different culture as well. I'm really thinking of this with the full moon lunar eclipse we have at the end of this month in your Libra 9th house of foreign travel, higher education, and kind of philosophy. So that includes things like spirituality and worldview. I'm feeling like there is something very significant shifting for you around this time. What else do we have for Aquarius? Wow. Okay, yes. Three of Wands with the Three of Cups. You are moving in the right direction, and you'll kind of know because you just start meeting people who are also very aligned to similar things as you. Even if they're still figuring things out or looking for the same things you are looking for, you're both seeking the same thing together. I just keep getting that. But it feels like that's how the universe is going to kind of direct you this month or even this year. It's going to be by sending people in a very synchronous way. And we do actually have the Page of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles. So this could be involving some sort of collaboration or working on the same thing. You may even be meeting people at your job. And for some of you, you're going to hear this and be like, how is that connected to the direction I want to go in? I don't care about my job, or I'm trying to leave this job, or whatever version of that is your story. You're meeting people in a very unexpected place or way. And for those of you who are in work that feels very spiritually aligned, it feels like there could be something with collaboration or finding the right people at the right time. And that just feels like divine intervention. It's actually very hard to sort of control or predict that. Some of you are also getting news about an incoming project or work that is incoming, and maybe that is where this increased abundance or stability is coming in. There may be a new and exciting opportunity, and it feels like it's connected to a group of like-minded people. So love to see all of that coming together. Really, really beautiful energy. I feel like we've actually covered quite a bit. I think I will just pull maybe 1 or 2 cards asking about love or relationships, and then I think we'll end off with some oracle cards for you. Ooh, we do have the King of Cups. Some of you are coming into very mature relationships or just feeling very balanced in relationships. Maybe connecting with a water sign, especially a Scorpio, but this could also be Cancer or Pisces. It feels like there's just a lot of mirroring here. And there's a lot of, I keep wanting to say like mature. So maybe some of you are connecting with someone who is older, or just someone who is very wise and very emotionally present, and not someone who's super reactive to their emotions. This person is emotionally attuned and aware, but they can kind of hold space. They're not going to run away from intensity. That's what I'm really getting from this King of Cups. So it feels like you are cultivating very deep relationships this month. And I even want to say like lifelong relationships or very long-term relationships. And that could be romantic, that could be even just with friends or other kinds of relationships too. Interesting, we do have the Tower with the King of Cups. This actually is Mars energy, and again, that is Scorpio energy as well. So I'm getting very strong Scorpionic energy, and it's like even though there may be some intense or big emotions or conversations, it feels very mature. And maybe you are kind of having a very serious talk in a relationship, and it's like you're kind of just playing your hand. You're dropping the poker face and putting it all on the table is how I'm really seeing this. And for some of you, maybe it is kind of like a make or break conversation, but it's important that you have it. But I actually do feel very positive about this overall. Regardless of what ends up happening, it feels like is bringing you into more mature and more connected relationships. Excuse me. And maybe some of you are actually in relationships where another person is going through a lot, but there's still like this support that is happening between the two of you. Maybe you're both going through some sort of awakening or downloads together. And that's actually sometimes how I see the Tower as well. It's like a universal download. Your crown is quite literally being blown open. If you can see this card here, there's information, there's a revelation coming in. Really, really powerful stuff. I feel like some of you are actually meeting a soulmate who you are meant to work with, that may or may not be romantic again. It's going to be different for each of you, but there is someone who has a similar mission or a similar spiritual calling to you this month. And there's kind of this weird sort of parallel between you and another person. And it's very exciting, but I think on the, kind of the physical level, it could feel disruptive or scary. And maybe that's kind of bringing in this eclipse energy, but you are very centered in it. You're very strong, and you have the support of another person here as well. Someone might be going through a breakup or the end of a relationship, but you're kind of supporting each other through this. Interesting. We do have the High Priestess as well. So a very spiritual, intuitive connection. And that's what I mean, like downloads. You're just very dialed into the universe together. I feel like there is a very important person coming in this month. And to be honest, it's more than just a romantic connection. It's like there is something that you were put on this earth to do together. As I'm looking at the clock, it is 444. And so it's like you are building foundations together. You are creating something together. And it's so much larger than the two of you because it feels like you are working with a group of people or community and you are meant to do that together. This feels very, very big, so you will have to let us know in the comments down below, but it's almost like you might be doing workshops with this person, or helping other people with this person or creating something with this person, because again, it's almost like the thing that comes from this connection is greater than the sum of the two of you, or even the group of you for some of you. Wow, very, very profound energies coming in. I'm really, really excited for what unfolds for you this month, Aquarius. I do want to end off with an oracle card here. I'm actually feeling very pulled to this moon oracle, this moonology oracle. So what do we have for Aquarius? What do we have for Aquarius? Is it this one? What do we have for Aquarius? Here we go. Interesting. New moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. This often does indicate a new job or a new project. This kind of gradual but very stable and secure new beginning. It feels like some of you are just building something, and it's almost like building an ark. Like if you build it, they will come. For some reason, there's a lot of like biblical energy that's coming through, or metaphor that's coming through, which is pretty weird for me, to be completely honest. I keep getting the sense like, yeah, if you build it, they will come. There are people who want the same things you do. There are people who are hungry for the things that you are hungry for. And that is how you will reach people. But yes, I do feel like there is a very important new cycle. Your hard work will pay off. Your intuition is guiding you. Cardinal moon, be bold and make the first move, okay? You need to be the leader here. And with Pluto in your sign, you are experiencing a very powerful cycle that not every zodiac sign is going to experience in their lifetime, because Pluto moves so slowly. It's going to be in your sign for 20 years, you guys. So not everyone experiences Pluto in a major placement for them, like in their big three. So there is something here that is very, very profound. I'm actually feeling like some of you might even be looking at like buying land with people. It really is like building a whole community. And it feels very much like that spiritual group, that spiritual community. That is something that you are manifesting. And I don't think that is necessarily something that's happening in the month of March, but it is a direction that you are going to be moving to in the next 20 years. And you are very pivotal in that. And you do need to be bold and make the first move. This isn't about waiting anymore, you guys. Like, you need to even just tell your guides, tell the universe, like, you know what? I know I'm supposed to go in this direction. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So if you could show me a sign or, give me some sort of opportunity here, I will absolutely take it. Sometimes you just need to have that very open dialogue. Sometimes you really just need to bring it in. And for those of you who are maybe interested in someone or connecting with someone, I can't help but think of this cardinal moon as you just reaching out, being the first one to say like, hey, do you want to get a coffee or something? Because I do feel like you are really aligning with people this year. Ooh. Any other messages? That was too many. No, I think I'm going to end off with an animal card. Just had to grab these for you. So what is the animal message for Aquarius? The unicorn. This is all about following your intuition, following your third eye. Sometimes this is kind of like a card where it's hard to really trust yourself. It's like, am I really seeing what I think I'm seeing? Am I really sensing what I'm sensing? Is this just my imagination or my intuition? And there just needs to be this curiosity. But I do feel like some of you are meant to lead others with your intuition. For some of you, this could quite literally be like working in some sort of spiritual field, or doing something with self-growth or self-development. For others of you, it could actually be something that you channel in your creativity. You might have these sort of frequencies or these sort of almost like codes in something that you create. And that is something that helps awaken people or inspires them, helps them find alignment. Very big energy. Wow. I feel like you are a very big soul. The Aquarians I am connecting to here, you have a mission in this lifetime. And there is something here where you are choosing the mission, you are choosing the calling. Okay? I know this reading is already getting to be a little bit long, but I do feel called to pull one more card. I'm going to pull from the Starseed Oracle. I'm going to try and make this fast, because if I hit that 30-minute mark, then we're going to have to go over time here. So let's see. What is the message for Aquarius from their guides and from the universe? Show us clearly. Angels, guides, ancestors, star beings, show us clearly. What are the messages for Aquarius? Interesting. I literally said this. You are a messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. And I know that this can be connected to creativity. But I am just going to read this straight from the book, firsthand here. I am just the messenger after all. You are part of a lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to returning time, and again, to the seed, the light, the crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius. Often appearing as a shade of blue, they hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help masculine and feminine exist in harmony, to ensure greater balance, to help us see that we're connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about the balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance on Earth. Think of whales traveling around the globe, sharing their love through their healing vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of masculine and feminine energy is occurring worldwide. It is a resurgence of sacred within us all, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven on and earth. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in your own life. The ripples will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. How are you being called to bring harmony to your life or the planet? How are you being called to honor the sacred masculine and feminine within you? And I will just say very quickly, kind of tying into that masculine and feminine. As a queer person, I always get kind of weirded out by those sorts of concepts, because ultimately I think energy is just energy, and I know that's going to be unpopular to some people, but I was getting this message that some of you are working with another person, and that person is kind of the counterbalance. Where that person is masculine, you are feminine, and vice versa. Like both of those polarities, or both of those different expressions of energy, match one another. But yes, you are meant to bring things into balance. You're meant to bring things into unity, and that is your message. And those are the messages for you this month, Aquarius. I do hope that this was helpful. Definitely be sure to hit like and subscribe if it was, especially if you've made it this far. You can find all of my links in the description of this video for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions, which you can book on my website. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a very blessed March, and take care.